What's up, internet basketball junkies? We are back with a post-play drill called 1-on-2 Seal and Finish. This drill has one purpose, and that is to get post players comfortable with contact. We want them to have contact as they shape up to receive the ball and contact as they finish the shot. We want them smothered by a blocking pad throughout their entire rep in the drill. This drill is used specifically for post players. We use this drill during our skill breakdown portion of our practice. So guards don't participate in this drill, although I don't think it's a terrible idea for them to get comfortable with contact around the rim. We run our guard post skill breakdown portion of practice for 15 minutes, and this drill we would usually run for about half of that allotted time, so anywhere from 6 to 8 minutes I'd say. In the film you're watching, we have one player giving out some contact with the blocking pad and also one coach giving out contact with the blocking pad. I would suggest at least one of these players using the blocking pads be a coach, because with two players it may get a little wacky with players getting carried away hitting each other with the blocking pad. The last thing you want is this drill to go sideways with an injury or a lack of seriousness because players are having too much fun hitting each other with the blocking pads. When delivering contacts, we want to mix it up. We don't want players anticipating the same type of contact on each rep. We want them feeling the contact and then counteracting the contact by performing their finish. Sometimes we hit them with the upper body, sometimes lower body. Sometimes we knock them in the arm, other times they get a little hip check. We don't want them to know what's coming. And once players get comfortable with contact, they begin to dish it out a lot more than just taking the contact from the blocking pad. The post player receiving contact wants to stay low and wide to help his center of balance, creating a stronger base. Beyond that, it's really just about getting players comfortable concentrating through the contact, not letting them get thrown off by the blow, and being determined to finish through the contact instead of letting the contact throw them off their mark. That's what you're trying to accomplish with this drill, that players begin to crave contact, not shy away from it. Some players are naturally into receiving and giving contact. A lot of players that come from football have contact creation as a pretty natural skill that translates into basketball. But in some cases, you really have to teach players to get comfortable with contact on the basketball court. Basketball is obviously not as contact-oriented as football, but when playing basketball, there really is no way to avoid contact, especially for post players. So the sooner players get used to the contact, the better, in my opinion. Alright, internet basketball junkies, as we take a break from this film, go hit my Drills for High School Coaches playlist on my channel for more drills like this one. Also, shout out to Dr. Dish. Go visit drdishbasketball.com to learn more about their game-changing shooting machines, and shout out to Fastmodel Sports. I use Fastmodel's tools for all the diagrams you see in my videos. And before we go, there's a few things I need from you. If you're liking this content, give the video a like and share it with a friend. That's the #1 way you can support the channel, is sharing the content with a friend. Also, hit the bell to get notifications on future videos, and check and double check to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Also, click the link in the description to my Self-Fi store. I have detailed basketball coaching content for sale, including a sample of documents to help your program's culture, a detailed film study on how to compete as a severe underdog, a guide to the European ball screen offense, a strength conditioning guide for high school coaches, a guide to running a 1-3-1 half-court trap, and my personal favorite document that I've ever written, the Youth Basketball Curriculum, which is my spin on over 1,000 pages of reading I did putting together a plan to progress basketball players from first grade all the way until they graduate high school, with age-appropriate skills, drills, and thoughts for coaches at each stage of the development. All that and more, go visit my Self-Fi store. The link is in the description. Alright, internet basketball junkies, back into the film. As you can see now, we are progressing to different footwork throughout the drill. This is a great guided drill to use for footwork on the interior. As we talk about drills, we usually want to work in some sort of a progression. So this would fit great as a middle drill for interior footwork, just in between some dry footwork technique drills and live play. In a basic footwork technique drill, we would have no defense and no contact. Then you would move on to something like this, where we add the extra layer of performing the footwork but now have to do it while there is contact. Then we would progress to live play setting, usually a 2-on-2 or a 3-on-3 setting, where we can implement that footwork with a variety of reads to think about on top of the footwork. I would suggest 2v2 high-low as a live progression. You can find that video by searching my channel. Thanks for breaking down this film with me. Go check my Self-Fi store. The link is in the description.